I watched the Stranger Things finale. No finale review.
This whole season was ass.
Did I cry at nostalgic sentimental bait? Yes. Seriously, why were all of the fan theories better than the real show? I'm seeing stuff like people gaslighting themselves into saying everything was some elaborate misdirection. That's how bad it was. Why did they make a stage play with canon important information and then not make it accessible for everybody to watch? Make it make sense. No review. Instead, I'm going to be speedrunning a list that I've compiled of all of the questions the internet feels are still unanswered. Every single one is going to get a stuffed animal that I put on my bed because I have to make my bed. First, where's Vicky? I know Robin makes a comment about overbearing partners and breaking up with them or whatever, but that's it? Why is it Hopper and Joyce who get to go to Enzo's and not Robin and Vicky? Why did Vecna get defeated by literally just having his head chopped off? Why bother bringing number 8 back if she was literally just gonna die and like be zero help? Why is Ted so fucking useless? What's up with the clocks? What happened to Victor Creel in prison? He's just stuck there now on crimes he didn't commit? Why did the army just let everybody go after killing all of their people? There's no more discussion with the army. Cool. What was Murray's ending? Nothing? Okay. What happened to Mr. Clark, the teacher? How was every single scene so long and yet they literally said nothing? Why couldn't they go to that girl's party and play D&D? Wasn't the whole show about them like being nerds and now they're finally accepted and they're saying I don't want it? Like I guess. Why are Robin, Steve, and Nancy expected to help Jonathan make his film when he goes to NYU? Why did they bother killing Eddie with bats if they weren't going to do the vampire bats D&D character? Why did we even have that character? Just to traumatize Dustin for no reason? Great. Why didn't Will get a face-to-face with Vecna after coming out and facing his fears was such a big deal? Why is the Mind Flayer like a completely different creature now? And if so, what was the Mind Flayer? What's the difference? Why didn't we literally talk about that at all? Why is Vecna a completely different design? Why were they able to defeat it with guns when the armies had trouble doing that the entire show? Why did no one care or grieve or have a funeral for Elle? What was up with the play that Henry was in and everybody's parents was in it? No details. Why would I want them? Is Will still connected to the Mind Flayer or Vecna or have literally any powers? Or why didn't he die when they killed the Mind Flayer? Or what the hell is up with that? That's all the stuffed animals I have. Why did the Duffer Brothers literally do interviews admitting to screwing up this whole season? Literally in interviews, they answered all of these fans' questions and basically said, I don't know why. This was the end of the year event. This was a 10-year in the making finale. And this is what they gave us. If you liked this season and you disagree with me, let me know why. I hope you enjoyed it though. Happy New Year!